And welcome to the Grabbing the Brisket podcast, guys. Did I come in a little too strong there?
I don't know.
It's every time I do that, I get weird raised eyebrows from everybody.
Well, it's just
I thought I was about to have to sing it.
You know what you sound like right now?
What?
What show am I thinking of right now?
Showgirls.
Nope, Cheech and Chong.
Oh.
Come on, man.
That's close enough.
No, it ain't.
I'll need you to record a acoustic version of our intro song. Just get a little,
Should.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably should. Let's show some girls some Cheech and Chong. What?
We could do that. I feel like you're just making words into sentences. I love it.
Well, this is the Grabbing the Brisket podcast, and we definitely appreciate you tuning in. How's everybody's week been?
No, it's been good. You want to define what this podcast is going to be about tonight, James? Real quick, do a 30-second definition of what this podcast is going to be.
So I've been gone all week.
Review.
I've been gone all week
Yep.
on vacation, so I really hadn't had much of an opportunity to plan any type of episode out.
Okay.
John is gone.
You're at 20 seconds right
He's
now.
flying the friendly skies. We're going to do a beer review. We're going to do a barbecue fail, and we're going to talk a little just barbecue.
Wait,
Barbecue.
so you had nothing but time.
That's what I just heard. I was on vacation.
I got
You've had nothing but
I got
time.
no internet.
Oh,
John don't have internet.
pen and paper.
Pen and paper.
No
Wonder
cell,
how they-
no
wonder-
cell
wonder how they
coverage.
wrote-
In the lab.
How did they make podcasts back in the 1800s?
Well, I can't fact check my stuff. I can't get statistics.
Now you want to fact check. Listen, how did any great American or I don't know, just an American, whatever novel get written between the 1500s and all the way up until
It most certainly had to start with a lie,
85,
right?
In 1990.
Then you just elaborate on a lie. I don't know.
Right.
If nobody can fact check, then they don't fucking know.
That's right.
Whatever I say goes.
I love that.
But anyway, I would say this is the variety podcast episode.
Yeah.
This is where
We
you just
don't
get it
have
done.
an interview planned for you guys today. I'm sorry if you tuned in for an interview. It's just going to be us. But
Well, if you
it's
think
gonna
about
be-
it, y'all are interviewing me. I ain't been on in a while, so
You were on last weekend.
that is true.
barely.
You're almost the whole one. Okay. Yeah, you are.
You may not remember being
Yeah.
here for the entire one.
It's
but
weird. Elton doesn't remember.
I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of barbecuing lately. Today I just did some teriyaki chicken on the Weber. That's about it. And I was thinking we do teriyaki chicken in my house a lot. Just marinate it in teriyaki sauce and cook it. I never ever do teriyaki beef. So does anybody do that? Does anybody ever cook teriyaki chicken, teriyaki beef, anything like that?
No.
No? It's I don't know. It's seems like down here in Texas, nobody does. Teriyaki's not a thing down
Yeah,
here.
because we're from Texas.
You know, I've
right?
noticed too, down here, nobody
Yeah.
really marinates anything.
I don't know what you mean by that. We marinate plenty.
What?
Fajitas,
Marinate chicken.
chicken,
Well, brine.
Marinate.
Well, I guess I'm thinking more like beef.
steaks.
Pork.
My uncle used to marinate his brisket. He used to marinate a brisket for a week or longer, and then go to a barbecue competition, cook that thing.
Well, you're talking about competition style. But still, yeah, you marinate chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, brisket, I don't know. What would you marinate in? You need a big old thing to marinate it in.
That seems like a long time to marinate something.
Right.
A week.
That's why. But apparently, he used to win. So I don't know. I never got to try any of it. This was before my time.
Look, I don't know, man.
I mean, have you ever marinated a brisket?
Yeah.
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 Did it come out good? Or was it just
It came out okay. I mean, I did a full season, full liquid, marinate on it, right? And then basically put it into a cryovac and cryovacked it and left it in there for a couple of days and smoked it.
I guess I should give you the little asterisk on this statement that this is also the black sheep of the family, uncle. So it could have been 2 hours and he was just blackout drunk and said it was 2 weeks. I don't know.
No.
It could be just completely
I think a lot of people do this. A lot of people marinate brisket. They marinate everything, right? I mean, if you have a really good marinade, it's going to. If you have something high in salt, high in whatever, especially on beef, it's going to. I feel like it's going to be too salty.
Yeah.
It's going to penetrate the meat, and it's just going to be in there. It's never going to get out of there, and nothing you can do about it. And it's going to be like beef jerky at some point, right?
No.
Well,
So-
I did a while back. We had the marinade company, the Allegra.
Moore's?
Allegro shot us a case of their marinades, and so I went on their website just kind of do a little studying on the different marinades that they have. But they have something that's like pretty cool on there. It tells you about the difference between the marinades and how long to marinate something versus how quick, how long, whatever. There's certain ingredients in these marinades that if it's present, if you marinate too long, it's going to pull moisture out. Mm-hmm. It's going to tenderize it, but it's going to pull that moisture out.
Yeah.
And it's like you ever do chicken, you marinate it for like maybe 2 or 3 days or 4 days or whatever. It can be a little dry.
On breast, it can be. Yeah.
Breast, correct.
That's why thighs are better when you like a wishbone or Italian marinade. But it's a great point you're bringing up because some of the best fajitas, that store-bought fajitas you can get, it's not at H-E-B, by the way. It's not at Kroger's. Mim's Meat Market. And they're on I-10. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I-10. You go there, it's a meat processing facility. And they have a little store when you pull in, and you really don't think you should be in there, to be honest with you. You're like, this is weird. But you go inside, and you can buy a case of beef fajita or a case of chicken fajita meat or whatever else. But it's literally it's like almost like a briefcase looking thing, right? They marinate for 30 minutes.
Wow, that's it?
It's a 30-minute marinade. And I was like, how long are these things? They're like 30 minutes. I'm like, geez, that's like no time at all. But when you pull them out, you cook them. Like we actually did a cook for, it was some kind of benefit thing that we did for autism years ago over at Warehouse Live. And we had people standing in line, and they were eating these tacos. And one guy eats a taco, and he's like, dude, this is the best fucking taco I think I've ever had in my life. He's like, listen, I'm actually, I'm working with the Texans. I'm going to have a few of the Texans come over. We're right over here and come eat y'all's stuff. And I was like, okay, well, this is what the benefit's for. Or it's not because we're just trying to sell.
Yeah.
We ain't selling plates because we're trying to make some money or whatever, right? And they were like, oh, okay, perfect. Dude, this line got to be crazy. And people were talking. They kept talking about these tacos. And we grew up as kids, around here or whatever else. And my mom going, oh, great. I think Laddie, who's the one that got us doing this, was like, go to Mim's Meat Market. Go get this, whatever. It's the best you're going to get around here. And still, they sell to restaurants. Like when you're having fajitas at certain places, and you're like, oh my God, these fajitas are so good. Chances are it could be from Mim's Meat Market.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, some of the best store-bought fajitas I've ever had came from a Mexican meat market, and they come red.
Yeah, I love those
red.
Yeah.
And they are the absolute best, man. Because once you cook it, it's not red no more. It's just a regular fajita, you know what I mean? But just the way they marinate, I don't know how, like, Moria Elena, I think, one of my favorite one, or Michoacan, they have all these meat markets. Yeah. They're great, you know what I mean? But they come red.
Well, this is a meat processing plant, so it's huge. This place is like an industrial plant where they're doing food for like almost like Cisco. They're gonna sell to all these other places or whatever else. But being able to pull in there and just buy, I'm just going to buy a small little case for $18.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, actually, I don't think it costs that much. I think it was a minimum of like 5 pounds that you had to get, and it came in like this big cryovac package. I can only imagine. I mean, that stuff's going for like almost like $17 a pound nowadays, right? I mean, they're super stupid expensive. And we appreciate the cicadas and John flying over. Like,
oh my God,
John, that is John.
Can we?
There's probably a lot of people who listen. They're like, if they haven't been listening and know us talking about the cicadas, they probably have no clue what that noise is in the background.
Dude, it's warfare. Is what we're doing. This is warfare. I mean, I don't know if we can shoot some rock salt up there or like, how do we get this to stop? Like, this is crazy. I'm gonna burn your tree down.
They should only last like another month or so, and they'll just die off. Yeah. Right. So
and it's funny, like you'll get probably another 30, 40 minutes from now. I guess as the sun goes down, they start
they chill out.
Down.
We should probably start recording when the sun goes down. That probably alleviates all of this.
Yeah.
Lose out in that beautiful ambiance.
Right. Yeah. I did hear that like at one point in time, and they still may be doing studies of it, but the government is studying cicadas, and they don't understand why and how they can make the noise.
Oh, it's like so loud. They don't understand how they can do it.
One small little insect can make this much noise, and they're obviously they're doing it for warfare. They're wanting to create a freaking weapon or something.
Yeah.
So you imagine this bug making that much noise. if you can duplicate it, you create like a big, huge machine. I mean, it would be like deafening. You could sit there and knock it off. Anyways, but our government also spends like billions of dollars of just studying like just
The way ketchup flows out of a freaking bottle. How about that? Okay. Have you read some of the dumbest shit?
Yeah, I've read some of that, yeah.
Let's face it. Okay, we're messing up in life if we're not taking advantage of those bids
programs
that they're putting out.
Yeah.
No, those are bid packages. Like, who wants to study? I'll study that for $2 million. Perfect.
There's got to be like a barbecue one. There's got to be something barbecue related.
Yeah.
We got to find something on there.
Yeah.
I'd be the
Government
fucking taster.
contracts.
You know, I'll eat anything. I'll try that for $200, Bob, or whatever the fucking name.
Right. Well, that's
What's
the deal.
his name?
This
He's not there no
cicada
more.
talks when I talk.
He wants to chime in.
So what they have is they studied how ketchup flowed from a bottle and at what was the most optimal degree that it had to, that you get most of the ketchup out, right?
Plastic or a glass?
A bottle of Heinz ketchup.
Glass bottle.
Yep. You know, the big thing that everybody hits on the bottom, right? That's not the way to do it. You don't hit it on the bottom. But it cost the American people like, I don't know, $18 million to figure that out.
Can't we just not like just give teachers more money? And you know, talking about these police officers, firefight. Can we figure out a way to just stop wasting money on bottle ketchups and give it to the people that are out there, protecting us and keeping us safe?
Yeah.
I mean,
All the barbecue people that want to, do podcasts and have
that's what I'm
whatever.
talking about.
Give us
We're
some
the
money.
problem.
Save your barbecue.
We're
podcasters.
frontline workers.
Right.
So, I'm not going to kid on that one, but
All right. So, Aldan, if the people wanted to get a hold of us, where can they get us hold of us?
You can come right here down to our address. Nobody's ever done that. Just showed up during our podcast.
Yeah.
we don't
I won't
it
give
out.
the numbers out, but nah, for real, man.
I mean, Jan challenged dude to fight earlier, so I don't know if
Oh,
he
nice.
I will fight that.
Did he respond?
I will fight that dude.
He said he was going to come through. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Coming by himself?
It didn't say.
Okay, nice. Anyways, guys, go to our website, man. How long have I been harping on this website? How long?
Since the
Forever.
beginning.
Since the beginning of time. 38 years. Well, maybe not that long. But,
Yeah.
guys, www.grabthebrisket.com. You can go to that website. You can find anything there, man. You can find our incredible merchandise. It'll fit you. It'll look good, I promise. If it don't, just either cut back on some brisket or eat more
eat
brisket.
some more brisket.
Or eat some more brisket. You'll feel into it one way or the other. But, nah, for real, man. Go there. Leave us a feedback. We love it, man. If you just go there, you can get our handles on everything else. You can get the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And just leave us good feedback, bad feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. I always say, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Go there. And what else? What else?
And
we
a
got,
barbecue
guys?
fail.
And
If
a barbecue
If you drop
fail.
us a barbecue
That's right.
fail, you can win.
Win or fail.
Or
That is
win
true.
or
Win
fail.
or fail.
If
This
we
is
put
true.
it on there, then you can win yourself a nice bottle of Sucklebusters rub.
Nice.
Sucklebusters. Everybody wants some Sucklebusters.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, James, because this week we have a barbecue win.
All right.
So this is from Every Day I'm Traegerin', which, by the way, is pretty awesome.
Every day I'm Traegerin'.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So he said, I had an awesome time at the Lima Blues Fest and managed to get first place in the rib competition. Being my first competition, I couldn't believe it. Can't wait to my next competition. Thanks, Grabbing the Brisket. Your podcast have kept me focused and gave me that push. Keep them coming. Thank you for supporting me the whole way. So John reached out to him. Is like, okay, man, you gotta tell me some more. I need some more info on this. So he said, well, you guys definitely inspired me to sign up for my barbecue competition. Showed up at 7 a.m. and he said, I'm flying solo, so it's all on me. Got the spot set up. 8 a.m. the rain started and it downpoured all day until 3 p.m. Turn-in was at 4. So I just trying to imagine like your very first competition. You're going by yourself and it's just pouring
Miserable.
rain. Yeah,
Yep.
you won't ever forget that one.
You're just loading stuff up in the truck, wet, just pissed off.
Get in
Well,
the truck.
I'm pretty sure getting first place probably takes that edge off a little bit.
Love it.
But he said, after I wrapped up my ribs, the pit got a little hot. It was running around 300, so I did all I could do to slow them down. At that point, I was thinking I'm screwed. So 3 p.m. rolls around, and the ribs are done. I'm panicking now. So I just left the lid open and boxed at 3:45, and the rest is history. Announcements were supposed to be at 5, got pushed back to 6, which, hey, if this is your first barbecue competition, get used to that.
Yeah,
You're going to have to get used to that.
that's the way it is.
So the anticipation was through the roof. I'm still in awe about the whole thing. Thanks for the awesome podcast, guys. I tell everybody about it. P.S. I'm not a huge drinker, but since I started listening to you guys, I've been trying various brews. I'll keep you guys posted until the next competition. There's not a whole lot around Rochester, New York, but hey, killed up there in Rochester. Glad to hear you're drinking more beers. Congratulations on winning.
That's what I'm talking
This
about.
dude deserves a lot more than just like some Sucklebusters. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we had a clap button, like we're in an actual studio, and like
studio
got the
applause.
lights,
Yeah,
and you
the
got
golf
the
clap.
claps,
The
and
golf
like,
clap.
yes,
That would
like,
be. That'd be
dude.
definitely a golf clap.
I mean, I'll
yeah.
clap for him.
Dude,
Dude, that was awesome.
Hell yeah, this dude's. It's got to be nerve wracking for one, like just trying to get this thing done in the rain. Right, you're covered up. You're trying to keep everything dry. You're grinding over here. You start running hot temperatures. There's so many things going on, and then the anticipation starts building. Right, you know what the anticipation is like when you're like, we turned it in. What's the number again? What's our number again? You're looking, and then all of a sudden, when it gets to like, there's a cutoff point for me when where like I don't want to be
Bullshit.
10th.
If it comes down to
Right?
the second one, you ain't been called yet. You think you're first.
Yes, I will say that, but there's a cutoff point. Like I don't want to be 10th place.
Oh, yes,
Right?
for sure.
So when they're calling number 10, I will look at my numbers, but I'm not even hoping for that. So I don't want to. I don't want to send that juju out in the world, right?
Well, if there's 160 teams,
Doesn't
10's
matter.
not
I don't. No. It's great. It's a great number to be called at.
But you still don't want to be 10.
I
Yes,
just
I
don't
get
want
what
to
you're
be
saying.
it. So I don't think about it. As fifth or fourth rolls around, I'm a nervous wreck at this point, right? At third, I'm starting to contemplate the rub that we used. I'm starting to contemplate the
Right.
method, everything that's
Why
gone.
haven't I been
whatever
called
else.
yet?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
And then
now
it's-
you would like to be 10.
At second
I've been
place, right?
called.
At second place, I'm like, fuck, I should have taken 10th, right? But no,
Yeah.
and it doesn't happen. So here's the deal: when the first one is called and it's your number, it is a glorious day. So kudos to this guy.
That is cool, man.
It doesn't happen all the time.
No.
So,
Not ever. And, well, obviously it does ever, but it's awesome, man. And especially because you're by yourself. But, you know, when you have your team with you and stuff like that, and everybody's anticipating, like, well, this is it, you know. And it's got to be more gratifying when you're just solo. Like,
oh yeah,
nobody else.
I've done it.
Yeah, nobody
Done it
else
before.
can take any credit for it.
No, that's right. You're like, that's right. One man show over here,
Yeah.
one man band. We did it all.
Yeah.
You know what? It's got to be nerve wracking. Especially when your first one. Here's the deal. Maybe you'll get lucky, and I do think it's luck once you get first place, right? Because your number could have easily been called third or fourth or second. There's not very many difference between those points, you know, just unless the competition is just not that good, right? And you just outshined them all. But that doesn't happen every time. So relish in this. Always look back and like, what can you get better at? And join it. Get to another cook-off.
Yeah. I'd be interested to know what all the categories are in New York for a barbecue competition.
It probably was a light category. If you're starting at 7 or 8, I can't imagine having too many categories. There may have been some more like ancillary categories that he cooked in.
I'm guessing like ribs, chicken.
Yeah, there could have been chicken, of course.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to do chicken. I don't think you're doing a brisket in that amount of time.
No.
Brisket.
But yeah, so
Awesome. Well, this leads me into my favorite segment,
what's that?
the grabbing the brisket.
Beer review.
Beautiful.
Man, are we starting to
I ain't
harmonize?
done that in a while. Are y'all sure I was here last week?
Wasatch Brewery. Where are these guys at?
Wasatch.
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 Wasatchnin.
What's that? You know?
I do like this can though. This can's very. It's very.
It's a very
It's
weird. Like
Halloween-y.
I never
Yeah.
really see this color before. Like it's something that kind of like jumps out. It's that new blue and that gray colors that they're putting on the cars these
Yeah,
days.
I got a car with this
about?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is with the back of this. I like the can. I like the front of this thing. It's very Halloween.
I like how it says.
I think they're about a month and a half early on this, but I think they wanted to get it out there ahead of time, so people just pour in the orders because hopefully it's going to be that good.
I like how it says tastes like velvety.
Tastes
know where-
like velvety.
I don't know where y'all getting all this from because the front of my can looks like crap. I do not like this.
You got to slip that koozie off there.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah.
is?
So this is tastes like chocolate pumpkin velvety, which is weird. What kind of madman would cross an imperial stout with a pumpkin ale? Our brewers, as it turns out, this rich chocolatey Franken brew is dry spiced and scary good. Boo. Established 1986. I've never heard of this brewery.
Yeah, me neither.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
So
It's a great year, though.
86, huh?
14
And then at the
IBUs.
bottom here, like I like how there's little wordplay they're doing here. It's just the little on the 12 fluid ounces.
It's from
Which
Utah.
is something they didn't have to
add.
add or whatever.
I think it's more like 12 fluid ounces
Yeah, you can say it however you want to, James.
of unfiltered beer.
Hey,
It's like your Sam Elliott
I'm
impression.
Sam
like-
Elliott.
hey. So this is their motto, right? Hold on, I'll do it in James's style. We drink our share, and we sell the rest.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think they say it like that.
Not like Bluebell.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna lie, this is
Definitely
kind
pumpkin.
of weird.
Yeah, it's definitely I like that Franken brew description they gave on the back. It's like a,
You get the spice, the pumpkin spice.
and they said it's a dry spice, and I was wondering what they meant, and I took a taste of it, and I get, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I can.
Pumpkin spice.
It's like a very smooth Russian stout, where there's a very like a kind of back end pumpkin-y kind of spicy flavor to it.
It definitely has that pumpkin flavor, though.
Yeah.
It's there. This is good.
It is good, actually.
It's like a coffee. Like I could see this is like, of course, the stout, right? But I could see this being like an AM beer.
Maybe. I typically don't go for the Russian imperial stouts for my AM beers, but
Well, that's not a Russian imperial stout.
are you sure?
Just an imperial. Or all imperials Russian.
I don't know. I probably added the Russian, but it is imperial stout.
Yeah. It's very smooth.
It's very smooth, yeah.
It's good.
This is not a beer for me. I'm gonna be honest.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it's definitely a stout, but you can taste a little pumpkin spice into it. You know what I mean?
No, it's
like
not.
that.
No, it's not a little. You get a lot.
Yeah. Like I'm just eating like
I'm pumpkin overloaded over here.
yeah. Maybe it's just I'm not a huge pumpkin fan.
I poop. A pumpkin's going to come out.
Right.
Wow.
That's probably
okay.
it.
Yeah.
What if
wonder-
they spelt it pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
I hate that. I hate when people say
Pumpkin.
that. It's a pumpkin.
It's not a pumpkin.
This makes me want to punch somebody. All right,
Instead,
come on.
they called
Let's
it Black O Lantern.
see. I like this beer.
Stout.
It's a very cool Halloweeny looking beer.
Yeah.
Why don't you set the bar high and give us your score?
Should I set that high though?
But I
want me-
imagine
y'all want me to set
that
it?
you were going to have the highest score out of the four of us.
Ooh, I don't know.
Here's the deal. I do like imperial stouts, so that's why I would probably score this high anyways. But guys, this is. You know what this reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
Of chocolate milk with vodka in it, and I used to do this when I was a kid.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
This is-
Nestle's Quick with vodka.
No, like Hershey's, and make it real
Hershey's,
dark.
like real rich.
Yeah, real rich.
Oh, okay.
This is very good. This is a very, very good beer. I've got to go.
The customary final sip before the score.
Dude, this is a 9.5.
Whoa. Okay.
It's that smooth.
All right, Alden, you thought you might be given a higher score than him? Let's see what you got.
I didn't say higher. I like it. I was
a
going to give
9.5.
a higher score than James. I mean, it's good. I've grown to like these. This to me about probably a 9.1.
Wow.
9.1.
9.1.
Dang.
James, I really want
It's
you to go
so
next because
smooth.
I have an idea that I'm going
is
to be
very
kind of. I just want to hear what you got.
Okay, I'm going to go 6.1. We're not going to beat around the bush.
You're-
It's an okay beer. It's none to write home.
Now,
about.
mind you guys, I'm not drinking another one,
Right.
but this one that I'm drinking, the flavor, I'm enjoying it. 9.1.
It's
all
very
day
enjoyable.
long. All
I
day long.
agree with you.
Yeah.
It's a very enjoyable.
Should we give
beer.
I'm not drinking another one.
Should we give John score? I think John would score this high.
John would be like, "Oh, this is one of the best beers I've ever had."
So we'll hold one for John.
8.1.
Hey, we're gonna
I can
hold
give
one.
it higher than that.
We'll hold one for John. We'll let him score it on his own. You won't get to hear it on the podcast, but maybe we'll take on the next one what he scored it as, and we'll add it to the books. 'Cause now that we actually have almost everyone here for a podcast, 6.1,
6.1.
super low, man.
I know.
You need to bring your
It's
game
not
up.
that good.
It's
not
very
that
good. You're messed up, man.
Well,
You don't have a palate.
I'm a little
If
higher
I
than
see
James.
this beer at
Yeah.
the store, I'm going to take this beer and I'm going to stick it behind a different brand of beer that so nobody.
And get the
That's the
colder
dumbest
one.
thing.
That's lower than a 6.1. That's
I'm joking, guys. I would never do that.
no. I am going to give this one a 6.9. So I'm higher than James, but
Really?
to me, it's kind of like I feel like I don't know. It's
I
just
feel
not
like you've
blending
scored-
that well.
I feel like you've scored bad beers better than this. And the fact how smooth this thing is for being a 6.66% alcohol.
I think if you get rid of the pumpkin for me, then I'm like, okay, I like this a little bit better.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's they have a imperial stout, and they're like, okay, it's October's coming up. Let's just throw some pumpkin in there too and give it a different thing, and it just kind of like sits on top of it. It doesn't like blend that well together for me.
You know what I think we should do moving forward?
But it's still good.
No, it's
6.9 's
still
still
good.
good.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
still
it.
good.
Yeah, it's just your score. Like I
Right.
can't score it for you.
But you think about it,
Yeah.
when we taste all these beers, we're already drinking something else. So there's already something there on your palate. So I may be tasting something different than what you're tasting. You're already tasting a Crawford Brock or a
Crawford Brock.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like maybe that has something to do with it. It absolutely has to have something to
Well,
do with
it does. On the first drink, it does. That's why you drink a few more.
The whole
right?
thing, then you get fucking drunk.
Now you're drunk. Now you're
Yeah.
scoring a high.
Yeah, now you're scoring a high.
Now
So-
you're high.
But because every time we all go into the same beer review, we're drinking something different before we go into it.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah,
all
true
gonna,
that.
yeah, you know what I mean. So maybe we should all just start fresh palate. Start with the beer review first.
How about what do they do
Okay.
like at
like
wine
that.
You know
tasting
what I mean?
places and stuff? They have that little like there's like a little bowl of something out, and you like. They swish water, and then
Well,
there's
you
like
eat a cracker.
something.
There's a
Yeah, you
cracker.
get a little cracker.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have something to clear the palate with. In perfume places, they have coffee beans where you sniff the coffee beans, and then you go to the next one. There's something there, right? Here, we should be cooking. We should have some oat burning right now, or mesquite. Should go over there and
Yeah.
take a big
Like a
bite
piece,
of that.
piece of sausage on,
Yeah.
on just
Yeah.
like start chewing on a sausage.
Let me cleanse my palate with some beef sausage with French's mustard.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing you got to figure out. Like, what's my best palate cleanser? Shit, I don't know. Is it
Right.
beef jerky? Is it fucking a taco? I don't know what it
Right.
is.
No, it is. It's always a taco for me. I love tacos.
Then these whole beer reviews are going to turn into like beer pairing reviews, and
Hey, we have gotten first place one time at a beer pairing
We did.
hey, that's right.
We did.
with chili.
100%
Well, maybe
that
chili's
B.
the thing.
100%.
100%
That is
that B.
true. We were all there.
Well,
Sure,
does that
James.
conclude the
Big Rabbin Brisket.
Beer review. Thanks. Hey guys.
Magical.
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Guys, support for Grabbing the Brisket is brought to you by Manscaped. Who was the best in men's below-the-waist grooming? Well, champions of the world? I don't know. Who is it? Manscaped. They offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. 4.0, not to be confused with 3.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who just manscaped. With this exclusive offer to you, 20% off, free worldwide shipping with the code brisket at manscaped.com.
There it is. I love
All right.
it.
Beautiful.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
your head libbing that you throw in
I
there,
do too.
Aldan. Yeah,
It's really good.
really jazz it up a little bit. Spice it up.
Make it your own.
Yeah.
Well, next time we just need to give Alden like just a little bit of a heads up, and he could probably just write his own like lyrics,
right.
Probably would.
rhyming with the
Yeah.
the jewels.
He's gonna make a new new Manscaped jingle.
This is true. Ding, ding, ding.
Here's the deal. The damn thing works, right? You don't.
It does work.
but
I'm going bald down there.
he doesn't have any hair.
Gotta get out with some Rogaine.
Yeah, but when you got a big fro down there,
I need to reverse the man's cape. Come on, I need some more hair.
It looks better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I walked from the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, look at that. Oh, that's 8. There it is. Loving that. Loving that.
But so, it is the smoothest cutting thing ever, dude.
It's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, let's do away with just using beard trimmers down there, because I mean we've all experienced
the metal blades
mishaps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like trying to give yourself like a
a vasectomy.
Correct.
Yeah, I imagine somebody trying to use a straight razor down there. Like,
Jesus.
Oh God. Okay. Whew. So, yeah, barbecue.
So I just got back from the Frio River. I did a.
Was it cold?
It was Frio. Exactly. Water was down low. Didn't get to do a whole lot of floating, but the spot that we go to, it's probably about maybe waist deep, a little bit lower in some spots. So you can just fold up chair, or you can get in a tube. That's what we did. Just got in a tube and just like anchored it down to a rock, and we just sat there and floated for like, I don't know,
just floated in place
all day.
I was gonna say, how you float with a rock attached to you?
We just floated in place. That way, you're just like, boom, the cooler's here, the truck's here, and what we did was, I hit up John. I was like, John, hey, I gotta borrow that Traeger Ranger that you got, and so hauled it down to the riverbank there and just put it on the tailgate and just fired it up. I put it on like a couple of sausage links, a couple of boudin, and just hopped in the water, and it was probably about noon or so, and just sat there and chilled, drank beer, just had a good old time watching all the floaters come by, and really didn't have to do anything. It's like, man, like I'm hungry, and then you walk up, just like, boom, I got sausage, I got boudin, just ready to go. Like everybody else is like just chowing down on lunch meat. I'm like, no, sorry,
Chumps.
guys.
Chumps. Should have bought a Ranger.
Right, exactly. But no, it was a fun time. I had a blast. I really love the spot that we have. There's a big, huge, flat rock that's on the opposite side of the river from where we're at. So a lot of people, when it gets really low in the river, a lot of people have to do a lot of walking. And so walking on the rocks just becomes, I imagine, like
it's tedious. It hurts your feet.
A mile of walking in these rocks. It's tedious. It hurts your feet. And so they see flat surface. They're like, yes, let me get up on this right here. But problem is that all that algae,
just slick.
Oh yeah, it's so slick. And you sit there and tell those people like, hey, just stay to the right here, stay to the right. Don't get on that rock. It's super slick. Just stay to the right. And they just look at you like, weirdo. And then they walk, and I'm like, all right, cracking my beer. And I'm like, hey, watch this.
Hope you fall.
Yeah. And you're waiting. You're like, they're like, do that like, but they catch their balance. You're like, oh shit. And then 2 seconds later, it's like, ooh, boom. They're like, ugh. I really hope you didn't injure yourself, like, very serious.
I hope you did. Hope you broke an ankle. Hope you broke a wrist. Serves you right. And please move on for the next person to fall.
But it's definitely entertaining all throughout the day, because it's going to happen, and you're just waiting for it. Just like, I saw one little girl, and not to talk any crap about this little girl, but she's a little, she's probably maybe 10.
Kid. Okay.
Kid.
Okay. Little kid.
And she was with her, I guess her family or whatever. When she had her water bottle or drink or whatever. When she got tired of it, she just tossed that can up on the bank of the river. I'm like, oh, that's a shit-ass move. I'm like, and the parents are just sitting there in their just floating around, and they didn't say anything. I'm like, wow.
I would have said something.
But this is a little bit further away. By the time they got up there, I'm like, I'm not going to say anything about that flat ass rock. So that girl got up in there, and she slipped, and she busted her ass several times. I was like, karma's a bitch.
I'm gonna get shot one of these days, because I'm the guy. I've picked up trash that people have thrown out of their car and walked up and threw it back in their car window before I've done. I'm gonna get shot one of these days doing that.
But I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Like, dudes, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just don't, like, dude. It's not your river. It's not your land. It's not whatever. I get you have a kid, but you know what? If my kid would do that, I'm like, hey, get your ass over there. pick that up
Absolutely.
right now.
You have
If
decency.
don't,
You can tell them don't mess with Texas.
I'm going to knock you in your freaking head. So,
Maybe it's Texas because we're ingrained that way, but it's just be a normal fucking human
that's
being.
normal. That's a normal thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you take your
Don't
shopping
be a-
basket back to where it needs to go?
Yeah,
I do.
That's the, what do you call it? A litmus test? Is that right? Am I saying that right? That's the ultimate test right
It's like
there,
a
right?
character test.
Character test, right?
Yes.
It tells you like whether you're, are you going to do what's right, or are you going to basically take the easy way out? And the shopping cart is how you measure that by.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will just leave it by their car. They whatever. Oh, it could be across the thing. It could be whatever. Now I can probably tell you in the last 10 years how many times I have not taken one back to the thing. One was at a place that didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have cart places, whatever, right? And I was like, so I walked it to a certain area and I put it up on a curb thing. I was like, at least it's out of the way. Nobody's going to hit it or whatever, but it's right there.
Right.
Everybody else just left it around their cars
Yeah.
and
Right.
backed out. I did not do that. But yeah, a normal person should take it over to a stall or take it back to the front.
And their kids should see it.
That's
And
right.
be like, oh, okay.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's why they're there.
That's right.
That is why they are there.
That's
but
right. Yeah, I love it. I love to watch people like, and then I'll say, I'm like, the thing's right there. You just put it right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
10
See, I
feet.
don't do all that because I don't know who that person is for one. Because
Yeah,
the way
well, I
people
am.
are going postal nowadays,
That's right.
I don't care.
Hey,
But
Texas,
as long as I know I'm doing right, I don't care if somebody
right
else
to
is
carry,
doing
brother.
Right.
So,
So,
that
this is
happens
true.
next month. Right
But-
to carry.
That was my first job, cart pusher at Sam's
Yeah,
Club when
that
I
was
was in
mine.
high school. There'd be people like they'd unload all their stuff, and I'd just be standing there like watching them. Like I'm only like 10 feet away from them, and they just like put it on the side of their car, just pull off. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah.
just I'm right
No,
here.
when
Like,
the
can
guys
you
are-
just pretend like you care?
I'm wearing the shirt that says "Pick me."
It says I work here.
Yeah.
I work here.
That's
Well,
fun.
yeah, when the guys are when they're working and they're pushing stuff, here you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want the front or in the back. Where do you want it? Because at that point they're calculated as far as how many, especially with the motorized
Right.
ones. Those things are cool. Like, well, I can't use another one. Just put it back in the thing, sir. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but I did see
But I
something.
do. But are y'all like me? When I get there, just fucking launch it in there.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I
Dude,
feel like I'm putting. I feel like I try to do this as far away as I can get to see if I can make it all the time. Two is that I did see the other day where they have these electric cart things that basically you load all the carts up and this little buggy thing drives it for you. It
is-
pushes
You
it.
get in the front of it and you steer it.
Yeah.
It's got this motor in the back that's
That's right.
Pushing it. Yeah.
I was like, you lazy son of a.
Now, back in
bee.
my day, when I was a cart pusher, we
Yeah.
had a rope with a hook on the end.
We didn't even have that. We had to like just manhandle this damn thing all the way into. And back then, we had to go in the store with it. You didn't leave that shit outside the
Right.
store.
Yeah.
You had to go inside the store with it. So you're always trying to run somebody over.
Yeah.
my cart pushing. Yes, we've all done this. But my worst, I guess, hatred towards the people or the ones that is so freaking horrible. Don't do this. They changed their kid's diaper.
Oh God, yes, I found dirty
And they
diapers
just
in carts.
Dump
Yep.
it right on the
Totally
floor,
have to
or
deal
they
with that.
dump it right into the cart. You're like,
Yep.
what is wrong with you? Like, I literally like ran over a diaper that it just exploded all over the ground. I'm like, literally, you couldn't just held on to that, or maybe walked it up to the trash
Yeah,
bin
there's-
up here.
Look,
dude.
No, I'm telling you, when it's
People
100
are
degrees
bad.
out and 100% humidity, and that diaper's just fermenting in that cart for you all day long, it's not fun.
Horrible.
It's not fun.
Think about this, and this is what people don't understand. There's a trash can almost everywhere you go.
I use them.
Get out of a gas station, trash can.
Exactly.
Get a roast stop, trash can. You go to somebody's house, trash can.
I use the trash cans at the grocery store at parking
Yes.
lots. I load the beer. I put it in the cooler. I take those things.
I use 'em.
I walk them around and drop them right in there.
right in there. There's a trash can there for a reason.
I mean, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you this right now, and if this offends anybody, I don't care. I have left trash in the cart, like not like a bag or whatever, right? I left things in there, so I'm like, that doesn't really bother me, especially because there's no trash can where I put it up at or something. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to leave like all of my grocery stuff in there. I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving like all a bunch of bags. But I got like that's fine right there. You'll clean it out When you pick the cart up, you'll clean it out. That's your job. You get paid to do that. Whatever. I don't go looking to do that, but I will do that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. It's not
That almost sounds more like a golf cart.
Yeah.
Because that's where that happens more often than not.
I'm used to playing golf because that's what I do in the golf course. I'm like, nope, that's your job.
But I take them out.
That's my old cigar. You take that and throw it away. I'm not doing anything with that.
I take it out.
A candy wrapper, that bag of
As
chips.
much as I can, I do take it out.
No, I do a little bit, but I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, those guys are getting paid just to do that one.
That's their job.
Know. That is, well, damn it.
All right, let's circle it back. Okay, so did a lot of cooking at the Frio River.
Yeah, so
I thought we were done with
what
that.
did you
I
cook?
thought we were done with the Frio.
Yeah, no, I mean,
oh my god.
Well, I mean, I asked you guys what
John,
you guys
cut out
did
the
for
whole
this
cut out the whole grocery cart thing, John.
So we had designating nights of what we're gonna cook and make, and so
Who's cooking what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our good buddy Dusty did fajitas. We did hamburgers and hot dogs, and our buddy Derek from Back Porch Barbecue did his daughter's birthday, so he did pizza. But he also brought like brisket and like smoked turkey, and made like these badass like breakfast tacos.
Okay.
I mean, things. I'm not even lying. It was like this big around. I mean, just loaded. What one of them was like.
They're pre-made though.
Yeah, he pre-made them, wrapped them up in foil, so it looked like a big old brick.
Yeah, you just got to put them in the
Just put them in the microwave.
or the barbecue pit or whatever.
Correct.
Went up. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So he did. There was one that was smoked sausage and bacon. Mm-hmm. There was a brisket one, and I think there was one that was just like bacon and eggs.
Nice. What was your favorite?
Killed it. I actually could not partake in any of them.
The cheese.
Cheese.
Yes, they got loaded up in cheese. Yeah.
When you did the hamburgers, did you do the Fiesta Uncle whatever seasoning? Or
No,
what'd you
I
do?
brought out the raw hide from Lucky Charms Barbecue. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice salt and pepper.
How was the brisket?
Brisket's good. Awesome. Yeah.
Did you dissect his rub?
I did not. I mean, he told me he uses salt and pepper.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was like, I'm tasting a little garlic in here. Didn't want to say anything, Derek.
Liar.
Derek, you got some splaining to do. Nothing like that.
No. Yeah.
Okay,
Did Costco dogs. The
you can't beat those. They're
Those
so
are really
everybody
yeah.
just like,
Did they get on board with matching the number of dogs with fucking buns yet? Has anybody got on board with that?
Not yet. That's a
a
ploy.
thing, though.
That's a ploy.
But it should be a thing, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you should have the hot dog wrap buns should come. If you're buying 8 to a
8
package-
wieners, you should have 8 buns.
right.
No, well, the problem is that it probably costs more to make the
There's
buns
too many-
than it does to
Yes,
make the
that's
wieners.
right. This is true.
So
Because that's dog and
you're getting 12 wieners.
cat and lizard. I don't know what's in those things.
right.
Nobody knows.
Well, I mean, they
Chameleon?
mismatch on purpose,
I don't
right?
know.
So
Yeah.
you're always going to be out of hot dogs or out of buns, so you're going to have to go to the
Right.
store and like.
Well, if I went to the store and bought 8 hot dogs in a pack, and that was it, I'd be like, I'm not paying this for 8 hot dogs. This is bullshit. I better have 12 in here, right? I mean, that's true.
Who was it? I just saw somebody on social media was just having like a competition on the best hot dogs, and they had like Hebrew National,
Chestnut.
Ballpark.
What's his name?
I'm trying to remember
Mark
what they
Chestnut?
were. They had like basically all the ones you can think. I don't know.
A
Who
competition eater?
You got Nathan's.
Nathan's. Yeah, they had like all the ones, and I was like, I think
Joey Chestnut.
Hebrew
Chestnut.
National is my favorite. That's
Really?
I like the Hebrew National one's pretty.
Hebrew?
I don't know if
Hebrew
I've tried
National.
those.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
tried
not-
the Nathan's. I've tried all the ballparks.
I mean,
Oscar
don't get me
Mayer.
wrong. I'll just pretty much eat any hot dog, but
Right.
you know,
OSC.
I mean that
I'll pretty much eat all of them.
that
yeah.
Costco dog.
Oh, Costco, yeah. Those are like
that's-
Polish dogs, I'm pretty sure.
They're all beef franks. Yes. I don't know if that's Polish or not, but
It's not, James.
they do sell those. It's the ones they sell at Costco.
Okay, yeah, the little booth or whatever, yeah.
So they one thing I kind of hated was like the only hot dogs buns they have are the ones that have the seeds on it.
Oh,
You're worried
Wait,
about
the
getting
sesame
drug
or the
tested.
poppy
I see
or-
what you're
Seed
saying.
hot dog?
Okay.
No, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, hey, I failed the drug test. I had too much poppy seeds on it. Yeah, I get it, brother. I'm always looking out, too.
Right. So who's the alpha dog in these hot dog wieners?
Yeah.
oh, who won?
Who's the
I think
alpha
it's
dog?
ongoing, but I put my
Ongoing.
vote in for Hebrew National. That was my favorite of those.
Well, I learned like so. If you shop at Costco, you go get a and it's a foot long dog and a Coke for $1.50.
Can't beat that.
No, and they've already
got chili
had
on it?
articles. I don't know if they do or
You're
not.
just walking around with a wiener?
It's a hot dog.
Oh, so that's a bun.
Hot dog
Yeah,
bun?
that's a bun.
Okay.
For $1.50?
Just gripping up.
He's walking around like this.
Hey, big old nightstick. You got a big old nightstick in your hand?
They're like, look, the
Is
hot
there any
dog,
bread?
The hot dog's $1.50, but the caveat is you have to put it in your hand, and there's no bun, and we're just going to put the mustard.
No,
on
we're
top
gonna
of
watch
your
you eat
hands.
this.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
But no,
I love it.
Can you hold the chili?
$1.50 for a hot dog, bun, and a Coke, and they're losing millions and millions of dollars a year. And they do this on purpose because
Gets in there, you know.
you go in there and you spend $400, and you go get a hot dog, and people like this is like I've seen multiple videos of this is like a reward, for whatever. But they know that they're losing millions and millions of dollars, and they don't care.
It's not millions and millions.
No, it is.
I know they say this. This is like the Masters, Aldan. This is the pimento and cheese
Sure.
sandwich that you get for like 75 cents there. It's the price they served, maybe 35 cents or something. It's very cheap to get a pimento cheese sandwich.
There's only a select few that can go get that pimento.
That's right. But they pack that whole place. That whole place gets packed.
Sure.
And during the Masters, and you go up there and you order one, you get to eat one, and it's so cheap. It's like they're just losing money on it or whatever. I'm not sure how much it costs, but I think James is going to fact check me right now. I'm going to turn his microphone on.
No. Yeah, no.
But it's
Yeah,
very
I know what
cheap.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
So-
you get there, it's cheap.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to get there, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean nobody's eating pimento cheese sandwiches anymore.
Hell yeah, you are.
right?
At
Actually,
Masters,
that's like
Masters, you
no.
are.
Actually, Kayla has been on my wife has been on a pimento cheese sandwich like craze, and there's
See?
some place over by her where she works that's like famous for it, and people are down on these things like crazy. I mean,
That's what I'm saying, James.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
You don't know-
Nobody in
you
my
just don't-
household is eating pimento
Well,
cheese
the
sandwiches.
lactose intolerant guy is
Well,
not
I-
down on the.
I'm sure
pimento
Laura
cheese.
loves it.
Maybe so.
Emma's like, I love pimento.
I digress, and I rest my case, and we're moving along. So quick shout out to, we did get a little recipe this week.
We did.
So, and we're going to give you a little rundown. This goes back to one of our barbecue fails that we had. Was it last week? Week before? I
That
can't
was
really
week
remember
before,
what it
I
was.
think.
Yeah, about, and it's, let's
The
get it.
deer.
The deer rolls.
Timmy, Timmy, then it's 05, 2001. Timmy did some deer rolls, and he let the, I guess, the grill get a little too
little
far
charred.
away. Yeah. So,
a little charred.
But he sent us the recipe for it, and then we'll go ahead and put it on the website for everybody to check it out, see if they wanted to do it themselves. I'm not going to go through this like whole barbecue,
Because I'm drawing a blank trying to remember that, but I think we're all trying to guess what a deer roll was
correct
during
yes.
that episode. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's the ingredients.
Hold on for a second. So basically, I think of like a rolled up.
Deer.
Right.
Oh, okay,
The
got it.
backstrap.
It's like backstrap.
So taking like the backstrap, pounding it out, and then rolling it up like almost like a pinwheel.
Like a pinwheel.
Right. So that's what you call deer roll. And then go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
Okay, so ingredients on this thing, we're looking at thick cut bacon. We got the of course the deer backstrap, cheese block, any flavor of cheese, jalapenos,
I think that's a
flavor.
mistake. It should be
Yeah.
cheddar. I think. Right. Or a
jalapenos,
Munster.
barbecue sauce, ketchup, seasoning, and then of course the toothpicks. One of the things that's interesting in here is he marinated his backstrap, and I think it's the seasoning and the barbecue sauce overnight.
Huh.
So I've never really seen anybody marinate like in barbecue sauce.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that's
know how
something
much-
interesting. I mean, and we'll have to see if we can get a hold of some backstrap and try to duplicate this recipe. I mean, it sounds
So
awesome.
is he grilling this or smoking this?
I think you can do both, but I think he is.
Chilling.
He just says cooking on the pit.
Okay, she's doing smoking this. Nice.
Yeah, he's a hashtag, or he say, well, there's an asterisk that says, "Do not overcook, or else you'll end up with charcoal."
Right.
So
Right.
Thus
the fail.
exactly.
Thus the
Yeah.
fail.
So Timmy, hey, appreciate you sending that recipe. We'll put it on the website as soon as John gets back to the the real world here.
Back to the lab.
Yeah.
John, you know where John
Get
is
out
right
of the
now?
sky.
Actually, I just talked to him. He was in a hotel. Just I think he had like some sports center on or something like that.
He's in Reno.
He's just hanging out.
Looking at cars
Yeah.
all week long.
Is he going to gamble?
There with his family.
That's
and,
right. His dad.
Oh, really?
It's,
Okay.
it's the guys' trip.
That's a yearly trip.
So
when they go there and
this
check out
is the
cars.
first year that all the guys. John has 3 boys. Am I saying it right? Is that right?
He does have.
He does have 3 boys.
Male
3 boys.
children. Yeah.
This is the
4
first time that
including him.
all 3 boys are old enough to go to the car show.
Oh.
Wow.
So
Well, what goes on at the car show?
I don't know. That Maddox can't go.
Is he going to be driving a new car back to Texas?
Maddox
this
has
is
to be
this is
10 to
the
go?
world's
or what?
largest car show. So you have like hot rods, you have customs.
This is the one that's on TV all the time.
It's not that's the Mecum or whatever. That's an auction. This is a car show that happens every year in Reno that from all over the world people bring. It's for blocks and blocks and blocks. You have cars, and you just walk and get to look at all the different cars. And John's dad's really big into cars. He's got. I think he's got like an El Camino. I think he has, and
he's put together quite a few cars.
He's got a few cars, custom cars that he's built or whatever else. So this is kind of a Lathrop family tradition. And again, this is the first time that
Maddox
all 3 boys were
Maddox
able
gets
to
to
go.
go. Yeah.
That's right. Maddox's first time.
Yeah. That's
So-
cool.
Good for John. Good for John and the
good.
family. That's an awesome time.
You guys ever been to Reno?
No,
No.
I'd love to go.
I always just pictured Reno just like full of just like debauchery and
No,
just like
hell no,
very
dude.
just like
Reno's like fun.
Vegas. Like we know what goes on in Vegas. I always felt like Reno was like the step kid of Vegas. You know what I
Well,
mean?
kind of it is. I imagine I've never been to Reno. I've been to Vegas plenty of times, but I imagine Reno being like the affordable.
Yeah.
Like go there and like have fun. Like you're gonna go just have a shit ton of fun there. Like
I remember I was a little kid and my family went to Reno, and I just remember like my dad had my mom take me and my brother as we were little kids to like some little arcade there they had for the kids while he went and gambled. And I remember being at that arcade for a really long time. Like we were there longer than we had planned to be there.
Papa, I'm out of money. Papa.
And this is before cell phones and things, so I think my mom couldn't just leave us, but she couldn't bring us into the casino or whatever.
Can you tell my dad I need some more money for
I'd
the
imagine like
games?
what was it, Christmas Vacation Vegas or Vegas Vacation or whatever. I imagine Reno would be those off strip like.
Guess the number.
What's the number I'm thinking? 12. Wrong. 10. Boom. There it is. Give me your money.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Paper, rock, scissors. Come on.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's what I picture Reno. But hey,
It's not.
I'm wrong.
Reno's badass.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So,
All right, this has been another fantastic, solid episode. Grabbing the Brisket. Hey guys, go check out grabbingthebrisket.com. Let us know what you think. Love to hear the feedback. Would love to hear the barbecue win or fail if you guys want to share it with us. And if you do share it with us, you're going to win yourself a nice little bottle of Sucklebusters. Do you get a sauce? Can you pick sauce as well?
I think you can. I know
don't
it's
see why
seasoned for
not.
sure, but pick
Yeah.
what you know what? Here, still, we're making the rules right now.
Anything that's available.
Whatever you want
Yeah.
from Sucklebuster, look at the line.
You
You
can
order it. It'll ship directly to your house.
Yeah.
So,
Matt will bring it right to you.
We'll see about that.
that's right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hey guys, it's great talking barbecue with you guys.
Later, guys. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. All right, we would like to give a special thanks to FOGO Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.